Once upon a time, the Nigerian passport was a symbol of pride. With it, you could travel to the UK without a visa. Nigerians walked through the streets of London, New York, and Paris freely, confident, respected, and welcome. But today, that same passport barely opens 40 doors in the world. Ranked 95th globally below Congo, it's no longer just a document. For many, it's a barrier, a burden, a badge of struggle. But how did this happen? How did the passport of Africa's giants become one of the weakest in the world? To understand that, we have to go back in time to when the green passport was once golden. The year was 1975. A young graduate in Nigeria, freshly employed, books a flight to London. No endless embassy queues, no proof of funds, no visa, just a green passport and a return ticket. Because back then, the Nigerian passport actually meant something. Nigeria was booming, flush with oil wealth, respected across Africa, admired globally for its leadership role in the continent's liberation struggles. The Nigerian Airways flew directly to Rome, London, and New York. Our embassies were active, our diplomats were firm, the naira was stronger than the dollar. The green passport didn't raise suspicion, it opened doors. You see, it wasn't just about power, but about perception. Nigerians abroad were seen as students, professionals, peacekeepers, and even investors, not risks, not threats. In fact, Nigeria was so respected that we helped mediate conflicts in countries like Angola and Zimbabwe. Our leadership mattered, and our passports reflected just that. To carry the green passport was to carry weight and dignity. But the 1980s didn't end the way they began. Behind the polished image of wealth and diplomacy, Nigeria was bleeding. The economy crashed, inflation soared, corruption became louder than governance, the military returned, and the world started watching with caution. Then came the 1990s, a period many call the death of the Nigerian credibility. Stories of advanced fee fraud, drug trafficking, fake documents tied to Nigerian nationals started making international headlines, and just like that, the narrative shifted. Suddenly, the green passport was no longer a badge of dignity, it became a flag for suspicion. Foreign embassies grew tougher, visa rejection rates spiked. Countries that once welcomed Nigerians began imposing strict conditions. Some even revoked visa-free access entirely. And here's the most painful part. It wasn't just our government they stopped trusting, it was us, the citizens. You see, I've said this countless of times. The global system runs on something more valuable than money, trust. And once trust is lost, power follows. In the eyes of the world, Nigerians were no longer doctors or diplomats. We were plethorics, overstayers, and potential fraudsters. We didn't just lose our passport power, we lost the benefits of doubt. Today, the Nigerian passport ranks 95th in the world. You can only enter about 40 countries without a visa, and even those are mostly small islands or war-torn states. To enter the UK, US, or Schengen countries, you need to show proof of income, flight tickets, hotel bookings, bank statements, school letters, birth certificates, and in some cases, even a letter from God. I mean, the process is humiliating. Embassies open at 2 a.m. and they are sold out by 2:01. Interview dates are months away, rejections come without reason. Some people sell their cars just to apply, others fast and pray for a miracle, because in Nigeria, a visa isn't paperwork anymore, it's a breakthrough. And even when you finally get on a plane, the eyes follow you. At airports, your passport triggers double checks, questions, random screening. I mean, you are the document being judged. Meanwhile, citizens from countries with less GDP and even internal conflicts move freely because their passports still carries trust, and ours carries suspicion. You see, the Nigerian passport didn't become weak overnight. It was slow burn, lit by bad decisions and fueled by silence. When our leaders stole billions, the world noticed. When fake visas and forged passports began circulating, the world responded. When diplomatic missions were caught in scandals, they tightened doors. And yet, while our global reputation crumbled, we kept smiling on the surface. No one built trust, no one took responsibility. The passports became a symbol, not just of a broken system, but of a country that couldn't protect its own name. Let's be clear, every country has corruption, every country has crime, but what keeps a nation respected is how it handles it. Singapore is tiny, but its word is law. Rwanda faced genocide, but now it's trusted. The UAE has restrictive laws, but its passport opens over 170 doors. They built soft power, we built silence. Our embassies became ghosts, our foreign policies became absent, our image abroad was left to Nollywood and negative headlines. And in that vacuum, fear filled the space. A passport is more than a paper, it's a receipt of your nation's reputation, and we clearly lost ours. You see, a passport is not just a travel document, it's a reflection of your country's strengths, of its values, of how the world sees your people. Today, the Nigerian passport is one of the weakest on earth, and that's not just about policy, it's perception. But here's the truth most people won't say. It's not permanent. Passports have fallen before and are risen again. But no nation ever regained its pride without first confronting its past. We must rebuild trust, not just abroad, but at home. We need leadership that restores our image, institutions that protect our dignity, and a people who understand that the global respect starts from within. Because no matter how many embassies we line up as, the real freedom doesn't start with a visa stamp. It starts with a name that means something again. If you want to know how Nigeria fumbled an $8 billion project that would have put the country on the global map, click on the video above. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Don't forget to drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.